Yes lads, Maestro here, and today we're back with part 2 of your 4-part How to FM on Xbox series. Once again, if you do want me to do a PC version of this series, I can do. Please let me know in the comments below. Today we're going to be looking at negotiations and contracts. So, we're going to get straight into it. And the first thing I'm going to say is, as I move my webcam down here, just to make this easier to see, you can see there we have a transfer budget of 17 mil. You'll also be able to see, let me just get the camera to focus, you'll also be able to see that our club balance is 152 million. Obviously, there is quite a significant difference there. That is because overall balance and transfer budget are not the same thing. You can adjust your budget. You can also request to the board that your transfer budget gets increased. Just by hovering over it there, the options come up. Or your wage budget gets increased as well. There's money there. The chances are when you start out on FM, if you go and request a load of money on day one of your transfer window, you're not going to get it. That is the truth. It's not going to happen. Be patient. Use the money you've got wisely. And you can do this by simply scouting players up. Harry Kane comes up and as does Christensen. I'm not sure who to sign, to be fair. Off the back of my mind, being here, I don't know who to sign. So we're just going to use a random example. So we're going to hold this button here. I'm going to scroll it down to players worth pretty much nothing. I'm going to go back up a bit actually, so we can see some players with value. We'll make a bid for them, etc. And then we can go through the stage of negotiating their contracts. Dylan Duncan, you'll do. Let's make you an offer. Obviously, I do not advise you start a Liverpool save and go out and sign some random midfielder from QPR that you've never heard of. Use your money effectively, much more effectively than that. This is solely for the purpose of transferring and negotiating. So what I did there was I clicked suggest terms. Always suggest terms before you make a final offer. Now this is because it gets a much quicker response. You see, within an hour of me putting a bid in, they're back to us saying the offer's accepted. Not because we've suggested with it, we've agreed the terms. So what happened was we put the bid in of 11.75k. They came back and said we want 35k. I was like, yes, at that point you accept it if you think it's right, or you can lower your budget again. Lower the money down. It's fairly straightforward to do. It's mainly getting this bit right here. So in the purple box that you can just about see, you press Y to start the negotiations. This screen comes up first. So this time you'll discuss your playing time, the start date. So obviously your options here are star player, important player, regular starter, squad player, fringe player, prospect and youngster. Now obviously in this case we're signing some youngster from QPR. So youngster is obviously the one we'll have. He also wants you to make this promise here that we'll find loaner players to assist player development. These promises could say anything on them. They could say something like, we want to improve the coaching team, we want to guarantee this finish, can I treat the club as a stepping stone before and you have to sell me on in a few years time. All sorts will come up here. We've been fairly lucky that hasn't come up, but you just read through it again. Fairly straightforward startup concept. So click Y to finalise the promises. Again, this is underneath the webcam, and then we can negotiate the contract. So, are you going to let him negotiate the contract with you? If you change some stuff, are you going to let you negotiate? It's simple. 1.9k, okay. Consider the fact of who he is. Do I want to be paying him 2k a week? For Liverpool, yeah, okay. 2k a week is going to make no difference. But is it worth it? No. Let's lower him down. Let's go to 1.3k. Sign an on fee. So this is a payment you'll make straight to the player the second he signs. I don't really give him 13k, do I? So I'm going to click in the minus button. We'll give him that money. He wants 500 quid an appearance. Nah, we'll make it 500. We'll make that 325. And when he's played 10 games, he wants to go up to 3.7 grand a week. No, thank you. We'll make it 3k. Then underneath here, click Y, suggest terms. Oh, look. Okay. He's not very happy with that. What I'm going to do is I'm going to reduce it a bit, but I'm not going to reduce it by as much. We'll take it down to 11k. We'll take him down to 1.5. Let's knock him back down to 500. Let's leave him at 350 and we'll go 3.3 instead of 3k. Suggest terms. He's happy with this now. All this stuff is satisfactory. However, he still wants more money here. I'm not having that. You can take 11k. Take it or leave it. 1.6 at a push. We'll let you have that. Oh, look. He says it in the top left there. These terms are acceptable, but I wish to evaluate all my options before informing you of your final decision. You click why you finalise the deal. Now you haven't signed him yet. This is the stage where you've put a contract offer in. This could all very much change very, very easily. So, it's simple. You click party, you keep playing through. Now, I'm not going to go through it all, but eventually what it'll come up with, and it will say if he's accepted or rejected. It will tell you if he's rejected. Don't think you're going to be left in the dark. You can check the latest by going to transfers, by clicking LT, and it says here. It says you've negotiated a contract with him. There you go. Look at that. All there, plain and simple, 37.5k transfer fee, could rise to 39.5, 1.6k a week. So that's telling you he hasn't made his final decision yet. You basically repeat this process with whoever you want to sign. Renewing contracts is the same as the latter part of what we did. So obviously there's no transfer fee involved in renewing a contract, but the general idea is exactly the same. So part 3 will be out with you very soon. It will be out in 24 hours time. We'll be looking at how to perfect training in FM21. So we're going to be looking mainly at the schedule. So in FM you have a training schedule. If you are looking forward to that video, please do hit that subscribe button and I will see you then. Goodbye.